Welcome to Knocking Taste Buds. We're going to be making seafood pasta today. Okay, let's get the water ready to boil the pasta. Today I'm using a pot that needs 2 liters of water and 2 teaspoons of salt, and it all depends on the type of pot you're using. You want to make sure that you have enough water to cover the pasta, and let's cover up the pot and get the water to come to a boil. Okay, we can see the water is all nice and ready. Today we're going to be using 500 grams of penne pasta, and you can either add more pasta or just reduce the amount of pasta. It all depends on how saucy you like the pasta to be. Now let's just cover it up and make it come to a boil. Now we can see the water has nicely started to boil. We can remove the lid now at this point, just so that the water doesn't boil over, and we can cook the pasta until the consistency that we like. I usually like my pasta to be a little bit on the softer side, so I cook it a little longer. You can stop it whenever it's right for you. Okay, while our pasta is cooking, let's get all of our other ingredients ready. Today we're going to be using 15 of these medium-sized scallops and 20 of these large-sized shrimp. These already came cleaned and frozen, so all we had to do was defrost and give it a quick wash. And now we have to dry them on a paper towel so that all the water is absorbed and our sauce doesn't turn out to be too watery. You can always substitute different seafoods according to your likings. Now our pasta has been cooking for 12 minutes. Let's check to see if it's ready. Yeah, you can see the change in color. It's beautifully changed in color, and it's nice and soft to touch. So it's time to get the water all drained and get the pasta ready. Now we have the water all drained and our pasta is ready, and we need to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to it while it's still hot, and mix it all up really well. This process actually stops the pasta from sticking to each other, and it also adds a really nice shine to the pasta as well. In another large pot, we need to heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now we're going to be adding 1.5 tablespoons of diced garlic, 1 cup of diced onion. Now let's saute the onions and garlic for about 3 to 4 minutes, or until it's about slightly transparent in color, and you can also start to smell the wonderful aroma of the garlic and onions coming out as well. I like to cut the shrimps and scallops into small pieces to enhance the flavor throughout the whole pasta into each of the bite that we take. Now we can see the onions and garlic has sauteed really well, and it's transparent in color, and it's time to add the scallop and shrimps. And mix it all really well. Now we can see that the scallop and shrimps are starting to leave out some water, and it's nicely heated. At this point, it's time to just stir it in, make sure it's cooked. Yeah, you can see how all the water is starting to come out, and it's time to start adding the vegetables at this point. We're adding 2 cups of yellow peppers, 2 cups of red peppers, 1 cup of sliced mushrooms, 1 tablespoon of chopped basil. Now let's mix it all really well. This is a great dish to try with kids as well. If your kids like seafood, they would definitely love this pasta. My boys always loved this pasta so much. Now let's cover it up and let this cook for a bit until the vegetables are slightly tender. So it's been a good 5 to 7 minutes and we can see all the liquid that's given off by the vegetables starting to boil nicely. And let's check and see if all the vegetables are cooked well, and I think it is cooked really well. Looks nice and tender. And it's time to add the pasta sauce. Today we're adding 1.5 cup of basil flavored pasta sauce. And if you're adding just either tomato paste or tomato sauce, just make sure to add extra herbs to substitute the flavor. Now let's flavor the pasta sauce with half teaspoon of black pepper powder, half teaspoon of dried chili flakes, and finally half teaspoon of salt. Now let's just mix it all up really well. As you notice, I didn't really cook away all the liquid that was given off by the vegetables. I like to leave that and not cook it too much, then it'll evaporate. So, and then I don't have to add a lot of pasta sauce either. This way all the flavors that's left off by the vegetable stays in. Now let's just cover it up and let the sauce come to a boil. Now we can see the sauce coming to a boil. Let's remove the lid and stir it up nicely. And at this point you can check for salt and spice level as well. Now it's time to add the pasta and enjoy our beautiful seafood vegetable pasta. Thank you very much for coming over to Knock and Taste Buds. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.